Thank you.
Yeah. For a lot of people, getting a good night's sleep is something they can only dream about. One of the biggest reasons, snoring.
Whether it's you or your partner, snoring can seriously impact the rest of your day. Well, tonight, Des Malenka looks at some of the weapons in the war against snoring. And she teamed up with one of Edmonton's most popular voices, who's fighting for a good night's sleep.
Good thing about all this wind, the noise of it actually drowns out my snoring.
A snoring cat. Funny, right? But if your partner snores...
There's not too much funny about it when it comes right down to it.
104.9 Easy Rock morning man Shane Michaels is one of the 60% of Canadian adults with a snoring challenge.
Edmonton's at-work radio station. 345.
And to shine a little light on the problem, he accepted our challenge to set a video camera up in his bedroom. The Shane Michaels Snore Cam.
It's all for educational and scientific purposes.
Okay.
That's what I'm sticking to.
For days when you gotta get it done.
It's also about feeling better during the day. Shane admits snoring can keep him from being on top of his game.
I'm looking to improve my quality of life. I mean, I'm selfish when it comes right down to it. I want to wake up feeling refreshed.
You were doing that?
And he wouldn't mind waking up with his wife beside him.
I usually get a punch in the arm right after. I'll wake up and I think she's left me because she's on the couch or sleeping with one of the kids. Hey.
Michaels isn't alone. One expert says nearly 40% of couples sleep in separate beds because one of them snores. So many try to prevent it themselves with over-the-counter aids. Breathe Right strips open the airflow through your nose, and nasal sprays reduce inflammation in the nasal cavity. Some even try tips passed down from generation to generation, like sewing a tennis ball in the back of your pajamas, forcing the snorer to turn over. But the dentist we spoke to says anyone who snores should seek medical advice.
Snoring in itself is an issue, and they should have a proper sleep examination.
Dr. David Merrell is one of a handful of dentists who sleep test, diagnose, and treat snorers. After only a few minutes watching Shane Michaels snore, he thinks he can help.
Your body's heaving quite a bit. Your diaphragm and your thoracic muscles are trying to force you to breathe. So that's a clear sign that there's obvious sleep apnea going on.
Sleep apnea is a sleep disorder where you literally stop breathing. Michaels is having these episodes about 25 times an hour.
I just get you to open nice and wide, say ah. Okay.
Dr. Merrell uses oral appliances to combat snoring, including this tap device.
And this hook has an adjusting mechanism on it that physically opens up the airway by pulling the tongue forward.
It claims to create better airflow through your throat and nasal cavity. And Merrell says for many it works, but it's not the only option. Continuous positive airway pressure, or CPAP, works in much the same way. But for Shane, Merrell recommends the tap solution.
It is very rewarding when someone comes back and says, thank you, I can sleep in the same bedroom with my partner again.
I really think it's a shame when married people have to sleep in separate beds. I would hate to get to that point.
On special assignment, Des Malenka, CTV News, Edmonton.
Now, Shane's wife did not want to take part in the snore cam shoot, but she did tell us that she is hoping that things do get a little quieter. We can't blame her.
Can't blame her at all. We will check in with Shane again and see how things worked out. If you want a list of some of the resources that are available to help out people who have a snoring problem, just go to our website, ctvedmonton.ca.
Medical Watch brought to you by your Value Drug Mart pharmacist. More than medicine.